everybody, and welcome to Coloritaville. This is Donna, and today I'm just gonna try to finish up this Jane F. Hankins picture. So this will be the third video in this to get this one finished up, but I think that will be cool. As you can hear, my voice is a little scratchy. I'm not sure what's going on with that, so just bear with me. So how is everyone doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing pretty well, other than this little scratchiness or whatever it is that's going on in my throat. Didn't get much sleep last night, but what else is new? We were up pretty late live streaming to the channel, and yeah, so I'm kind of tired, but I'll be okay. So I mentioned in last night's live stream that I was getting my three Jane Hankins books that I had ordered, the three that I didn't have today. But then I get up this morning. I mean, it was scheduled, supposed to be today. I get up this morning and the post office still has it up in Atlanta somewhere at a distribution center, and they haven't sent it on down to my post office yet. And seeing as my mail has already ran for the day, I guess there's no hope for that to come today. So that was a little bit of a bummer. I hadn't really planned to finish this picture today. I was thinking maybe Saturday, but you know, I was gonna film Jane's the new books that I got today, and of course that's just didn't work out. So I was like, okay, let's do the rest of the picture. I don't know if you guys are having those kind of mail issues, but it's gotten where I never know. I mean, it'll say it's coming and then it doesn't. So it's just become quite the pain, even trying to anticipate when something may show up in the mail. Oh, well, I did get the golden satin gloss. I can't think of the full name, but I did get that today, and that's what you put on water. You put on paper, I guess, to prepare the paper to accept water-based mediums. So I've put that on a piece of paper, and the paper is drying. Once that gets dry, I'm going to try to play with my Caron Brush Pen Pros and see how they do. And of course, I'll put some like Tombos or things like that in there also, Zig, whatever, to see if that's going to work better. And if it does work, I'll do a video and show you guys, how to prep the paper and that kind of thing, if you're interested. So that'll be neat, because I'm trying to figure out how to color my water with my water markers and things like that. So I'm trying to get that figured out. Let me move this over so you can see it a little better. There you go. Trying to make sure, you guys, that my hand isn't in the way so you can actually see. So I've come to realize that, I don't even want to say several years ago, just a couple years ago, I was such like a night owl. I could stay up and, color until wee hours of the morning and still get up in the morning and feel fine and refreshed. But I'm starting to realize that at 45 tomorrow, yay, at 45, that's really hard to do. If I'm not in bed for my bedtime, I really pay the price the next day. It's just absolute exhaustion. Does anybody else experience that? I have issues with insomnia anyway. So, I'm used to sleep deprivation, but I still feel a little better if I go to bed like at a decent hour, what I would say on time, I do feel better. But I'm still not getting any sleep. But then if I stay up super late and I go to bed, I still don't get any sleep, but I feel 10 times worse the next day. It's the weirdest thing. So I don't know. And I was kind of, I guess it come back to bite me because I was almost bragging last night because Gary actually was on a 24-hour shift yesterday, and then he had a 12-hour to work today. So in my way of thinking, I thought that he would not be coming in this morning, and that I would be able, to sleep in. And you guys know that, we help with his mom and things like that. So this morning, I mean, normally I'm not even kidding, guys. She will sleep in. Some mornings it's 9:45, 10 o'clock before we ever even hear her stir. And by the time, this morning, bright and early, up with the sun. And she goes into the kitchen because she's the type of person that really like wakes up hungry, wants to eat right then. I'm not like that, but and it's hard for me to even think about eating food when I first wake up. It's almost nauseating to think about it, but she's one of those people that says, okay, it's, I'm up and now it's time to eat. So she went in and she started making her some breakfast and stuff this morning. And even though the little hallway door was closed and everything, Riley's got great ears. So Riley just immediately started barking and raising Cain. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. And so I was up. There was no sleeping late this morning. I was up. So I'm really, really super tired now because not only did I toss and turn last night and, of course, had those insomnia issues, I just couldn't even stay in bed. So it was something. But, I'm trying to pull it together and get this done. All right, give me a second. Okay, sorry. If you guys start hearing the ira-roos going on outside, Lucy is baying at something. She's a beagle. Beagles bay. That's been a whole experience for me, is learning how these weird noises the beagles make. Okay, I've got bunches of markers laid out here, but now I'm trying to remember exactly. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it is. Okay. So anyhow, I'm hoping that these colors are different. I was really having a hard time remembering what colors I'd already used. Someone asked about these pinks here, and I'm going to try to remember that before the close of the video so I can kind of tell you guys what I can remember of these for anybody that was interested. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay. So anyhow, I'm just kind of here today, a little bit off, but it'll be okie dokie dokie. I am kind of excited about playing with the water-based mediums once this base medium or whatever that I put down gets a chance to dry. I'm really kind of looking forward to that. So hopefully that'll dry. It says up to 24 hours, but I've kind of tried to lay it in an area where it's getting a good airflow, and I'm hoping that'll dry it faster. I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm tempted to use my heat gun on it just to try to speed that process up so I can test that before the day's over. That's the one thing that, the idea of being able to use a medium and to prep the paper really excited me. What really turned me off a little was the whole, well, it can take 24 hours to dry. And that, that's their suggestion. Well, when I want to color, I want to color. And I honestly, it's hard for me to think, okay, well, let me, I think this is going to be a hard thing for me to do, to say, okay, let me figure out what I want to color, say tomorrow, and um, prep the paper for that. Okay, I'm looking for my pen. What marker? I'm missing a marker here. Here it is. I forgot to pull it out. Okay, if you can see my desk, I've got like pens laying or markers laying like everywhere around the desk. So have any of you actually done that with your water base mediums? Have you prepped a page with anything similar? And what was your experiences? Tell me about it. I'm really interested. I had read that the gesso left a very rough base on there, so I was kind of nervous about trying the gesso, so I didn't get the gesso because if I'm using my markers, I don't want to like damage the nibs with the gesso. So I got this, and it's made by Golden Satin Gloss, and but it left a bit of a tooth on its own too. So I can only imagine how bad the other product, how bad the gesso must have been for the people that I heard talking about this, saying that this was so much better and so much smoother. So, well, yeah, I'm really glad I didn't get the gesso and try that, but that will be what I'm after today. Okay, and for those of you who don't know, tomorrow is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And so I will not be filming anything tomorrow. I know that I told you guys when I came back that I wasn't going to be filming all the time. And that kind of hasn't been the case. I mean, every day, every other day, I've been popping out some kind of a video. And but no, tomorrow I will definitely not be here. So hopefully maybe Renee will have some kind of videos or something maybe planned for tomorrow. That would be awesome to kind of help keep you guys entertained. But everyone had kind of asked me, what do you want to do for your birthday? So I'd kind of been thinking about that. And the idea I came up with this morning is I think I want to go to Dave & Buster's. They really do have some decent food. I've been a couple times, and the food was actually really good. And, of course, they've got the different little games and things like that you can play. And Gary and I went there, goodness, I think on our anniversary. Crazy place to spend an anniversary, right? But I think we went on our anniversary in November of last year. And I was like, yeah, that might be a cool thing to do, is to go there. So I suggested that this morning, and everybody's kind of like, it's your birthday. We'll do whatever, you want to do. So I think that's what we're going to do. And from where Gary and I went, I still have the play cards, I guess is what they call them, that you like load the coins or whatever it is, that the chips is what I think they call it, chips. So you get your chips loaded onto that, and then you just kind of touch the card and it takes the chips off. I've still got my cards. So, and actually I think I've got 4 different cards, and Michael and Caitlin's going to be going with us. So they can, if they don't already have cards, they can just load stuff onto those cards, because they do charge you like $5 for, a loading fee if you buy like, if you don't have a card, and they charge you like $5 in addition to your chips for the card, which is kind of crazy. But we've got these and they can use those. But I have a bunch of tickets, and the tickets that you win on your games or whatever save onto those cards also. And I've still got a bunch of tickets because we didn't cash any in when we went in November. And I also won a good many, those games where you like drop a quarter or something in, and the little arms moving back and forth, and it kind of pushes things further and further in. Well, with these, they had these little coins like things in there that when you chose to play, you would tell it to drop. You didn't have to put in, real money. You just use your play card. And when you would tell it to drop these little coins, it would drop them in there. And they had they really look like the chips that you play poker with inside there, and it's got Dave and Buster on them, and I think they're worth like 20 tokens each or something like that, or tickets, something similar to that. It's a lot more than just a ticket. Excuse me. And I'd won a good many of those playing that game, and I'd never been good at that game back in the day when we were playing for real quarters, where real quarters came back out to you. And so I won a bunch of those. So I've got those two, and I think I can take all those. And I didn't really want to cash in the tickets last time because we didn't quite have enough to get something that was like, really nice. Because, it takes a lot. So I told Gary, I said, hey, let's save them. And it's been almost a year since we went. And I thought, yeah, that might be a little cool experience. And if we can kind of win some more tickets, maybe now I can cash it in for something cool that I really want. And I think from 4 to 7, even on weekends, they have what's called happy hour. And I believe it's like $5 apps. When I say apps, like appetizers, when you sit in the bar area, I think it's like $5 appetizers. They have half off cocktails and things like that between 4 and 7. So I think that would be a good time to go. And I also read, which made me happy, that military and first responders actually get 20% off. So yeah, that's really cool. And that's off of food, games, and drinks. So yeah, I was like, sweet. So I think maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. It'll be kind of cool. I'm still a kid at heart, guys. Can you tell? I'm actually kind of excited about going. So that'll be cool. So I'll let you guys know on Saturday. Hopefully I'll be able to do what I want to do. Is I'll be doing as long as those Jane F. Hankins books come in tomorrow, I'll be doing a flip through on Saturday of those books. But watch, because I think we'll maybe have a color sip and chat where in a color sip and chat, when you see us go live like that, if it says color sip and chat, what we're doing in there is it's just like this, like you see now, except it's live. And I can give everyone links. And if anybody wants to come in with us so we can like talk to each other in the actual stream, you can get right into the stream with us. So when we do our color chip and chats, those are, unless it's something going on that we just really need to talk to you guys about. If it says color sip and chat, we're pretty much inviting any of our subscribers to come in to the actual stream, and we encourage it, and just for a sense of community. So if you guys see the color sip and chat pop up Saturday, that's what was going on. And come on in. We just hang out for a few hours, color, whatever you want to color that you're coloring. And of course, we just kind of chit chat and talk. So I enjoy it. We actually had a couple people join us last night in our chat. Darcy came in for a while into the chat. Corey came into the chat for a little bit. And I mean, not just the type chat, actually into the stream with us. So that was really cool. And I hope that we'll be able to maybe keep doing that. Janice popped in for a minute. So that was really nice. And thank you, ladies, for being brave enough to kind of break the seal on that. Maybe people won't be so nervous now that they've seen some others do it. So that's really, I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, I don't know if anybody else enjoys it as much as I enjoy it, but I really enjoy it. Okay. I feel like I'm kind of losing my train of thought here on these. I think that's because I'm so tired. So yeah, we'll have, hopefully Saturday, we'll have the Jane F. Hankins flip through and a color sip and chat in the evening. So that'll be neat. And I stopped laying all these markers. I had these markers all separated into color groups based off where I wanted to use them. And I've just started kind of laying them down. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm confused. Okay. I'm going crazy because I've actually looked, and I see that that package is not out for delivery, but I keep hearing what sounds like delivery trucks. I'm like, ooh, 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 because I'm really excited about getting those 3 books. One's the Angel book, one's the 2019 Christmas book, and then I think the 2020 Christmas book. So I'm super duper excited. And if the mail gods shine upon me, and for whatever reason they actually send it out for delivery, sometimes they do deliver by other means. They'll have like an additional truck or something. If that happens, I will come back on and do a video this evening and go ahead and do the flip through. So I guess there might be a possibility you'll see me twice today. I hope you don't mind. Oh, sorry, my chat's all kind of over the place. I didn't really sit down and think about a topic or anything that I wanted to talk about. So I'm just kind of rambling while I color. Oh, I think I hear sirens. We live close to a pretty big intersection, and the fire department is just right down the street. So I hear that a lot when they leave out of that fire department to go on calls and things. I'll hear that a lot. You guys can probably hear my ice rattling in my cup. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep my throat dry so it doesn't seem quite as scratchy. Keep my throat dry. I'm trying to keep my throat wet. Sorry. I can't even talk right today. Okay, I'm actually going to make this just a little bigger for right now. So I did see where the hurricane actually came in. Thoughts and prayers to all those people who are, in that direct hit area. We were starting to get some of the rain off of it yesterday morning a little bit, and some windiness and things like that. And then last night, about 2:00, 2:30, it really started coming in. Winds picked up some. We were supposed to have up to like 8 inches of rain coming off from that hurricane. So it's still pretty wet and drizzly outside. And I did let the pups out before I started filming because they hadn't been out all day because of all the rain. And I'm sure they appreciate getting to go out, but they didn't really want to. Riley especially kind of fought me on the issue, and I kind of had to like boot him out the door. I was like, no, you're going. So yeah, I'm really not thrilled about all this rain but I know some places, some people will give anything for rain right now, so I'm not going to complain because I know that the people who are dealing with all these wildfires out west and in the northwest, I'm sure that they would love to have this rain. So yeah, I feel really bad about complaining about it. But we're having flash flood warnings. One area close to me that I heard about this morning, the road actually collapsed. I mean, huge section of the road just collapsed. So that's crazy to think about, dealing with. Add some finishing touches here. I do have the lightest one, right? Yep. Just add something. I don't know why I'm adding kind of a green shadow, but that's what I decided to do. So I thought maybe there was grass on the ground or something. I don't know. can't really. I make all kinds of weird decisions when I color. So. And since I truly believe there's no right or wrong way to color, it's okay. Yay. Look at that. All right, I think I'll use some, maybe some pan pastels for a background. I'm not going to do that on camera because I am not proficient. Not even anywhere close to proficient with that yet. But there we go. So the picture, I'm going to call it finished other than its background. And I may come in and put some stickles just to kind of shine things up a little bit because I love my stickles. You know, my favorite color is glitter. All right, so I really did want to finish this picture on camera, and I didn't have it in me the other day, and then yesterday too. You know, I don't know. It's going to take me working up to being able to do a whole picture on camera again. But if you guys remember, I would have never tackled something like this, you know, a year or so ago anyway. So anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this little coloring chat. I know it wasn't very focused on any topic today. I'll try to do better with that in the future and come up with some topics to talk about on camera. If you are already subscribed to this channel, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing to the channel and please ring the bell to be notified of all my future uploads. If you'll give this video a big thumbs up, it really helps me in YouTube rankings, and comment, that helps also. And I love to hear from all of you also. So until next time, everybody, peace, love, and happy coloring. Bye, guys.